Hi, you guys. Hey, guys, it's Lizzie. This title 100% sounds like a postmodern existential book. Blessed be the holy sacrifice of the Mass. Well, this is a great beginning to the comment section so far. So today I'm going to talk about something that honestly makes me feel kind of isolated in Christianity. I'm trying to get myself like propped up in the camera. Sorry, I'm showing my stomach. That's not intentional. I just happened to... Here, let's do this. So something that I kind of feel like, I wasn't just crying, by the way. I know the title makes it seem like I was just crying, or maybe I shouldn't be crying if I don't feel anything towards God. But this is something, my eyelash is just doing that, my makeup, but for me to talk. This is something I felt kind of isolated in, I think especially in the Catholic world, because a lot of big Catholic speakers and Catholic public figures are very like passionate, charismatic about the faith. And I think that something I feel about myself is that I'm not. I don't, obviously I am in my actions, like 100% I always am in my actions, but internally, I don't feel passionate about God very much. And it's because of my bipolar meds, because I'm very balanced on my medicine, and I literally don't feel that much emotion towards God anymore. And it's the hugest contrast ever because so the way bipolar works is it's genetic. So you have the genes your entire life, and then they get set off gradually in your teenage and adult years, and then you're diagnosed when you have like a full-out manic episode or a hypomanic episode. But I was having bipolar effects way early on, like even in high school. I was having like hyper emotional crying spells, living off of not that much sleep, and it wasn't a bipolar episode at all, but it was kind of setting in. So I've had like years and years of my life when I've not been on meds, and I've been in a manic-like state. And when you're in a manic-like state, you feel so close to God. You're like above the world. You're in a different spiritual realm. You see all these spiritual metaphors within everything in life, and everyone around you is not at your level and will never experience God the way you are. And that sounds so egotistical and full of yourselves, but mania is egotistical. It's so egotistical. And the reason is because your amount of neurotransmitters and your amount of emotions when you're in a manic or hypomanic state is above what normal people will ever experience their entire lives unless they're on drugs. So my emotions towards God, I just spit, I don't know if you guys saw, my emotions towards God, the amount of love and passion I felt and experienced was higher and above the realm of normal human emotion because of my mental illness. And so now I just don't feel it. I really don't. And it's fine. I think that we put such an emphasis on being passionate about God, feeling so much emotion, staying motivated in your faith, being charismatic, worshiping God, and all of these things are said in a way that's meant to be emotional, that's meant to be all of this feeling you have towards God. And just for me personally, it kind of is isolating. And I'm not even in depression. Like, I can't imagine how I would feel within this charismatic, like, Catholic world if I was in depression, because then I would literally have no emotions at all. Not like, oh, I feel not that much, but I would really feel like legit nothing towards God. So, and I have had, like, I'm gonna read your comments in a second. I love you guys so much. It's just easier sometimes if I just talk to like get the topic across, and then we're gonna do like ask questions, just like how in a speaking event, like you'll talk and then you'll get questions afterwards, kind of like that. So I've had times of spiritual desert periods in my life, for sure. And like, I remember when I was in college, there were like 6 months and I was having a spiritual desert period, and it was completely separate from any mental illness. And then when I was in depression, it felt like God, I didn't feel God in any way. Not just I didn't feel towards God, but I didn't feel God. And that's a really important distinction to make. It's not feeling God and then not feeling towards God. And I would say that when I was in depression, I didn't feel God, but I felt towards God. I felt hurt. I felt anger. I felt confusion. I did not feel joy. And then when I'm in mania, I feel God so strongly, and I feel towards God so strongly. And right now, I would say I feel God pretty strongly, but I don't feel towards God that strongly. It's just my medicated state. Like for the first time in my bipolar, a couple years ago, I added on an antipsychotic, which sounds really scary. It sounds like you're psychotic. But I mean, I've never gone into a psychotic break before, but it's to prevent that from happening. So basically the way bipolar drugs work, so this is like baseline, like normal people are here and they have like emotions that go up and down, but like here. Even if you have situational depression, you're like here. Like you're normal around what normal people experience. And then if you're bipolar, you go like severe depression. This is like situational depression. Then severe depression is here. Mania is here. Psychosis is here. So baseline, depression, normal people, hypomania, mania, psychosis. So basically mood stabilizer drugs kind of like pull you in. Antidepressants push you up, antipsychotics push you down. Some antipsychotics also push you up at the same time. I don't know how that possibly works. But basically antipsychotics just numb you, less emotion, feeling less. And it doesn't numb you all the way. Like obviously it pushes you down. It doesn't like push you down. It doesn't push you all the way down here so you're not able to feel highs. It just pushes you down a little bit. But because of that, it decreases your ability to feel like you're in a whole other spiritual dimension and spiritual realm and connecting with God on all these levels. Like, I don't feel that anymore. And I would say that I definitely miss it. Like, I loved having that type of experience with God. And I think it's real. I totally think it's real. I don't think it was just some, like, drugged out type experience. But, oh, I should put my pillow here. It's always like that in my videos. It's there and there. Okay, so I'm going to read some of your questions. I've talked long enough. So, prepare yourselves. Princess Rize will be here soon. I'm here. Hope everyone is well. Hi, Phoebe. Hi, Keith. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Alina. Waiting for Got It? I'm not even Catholic. Why do I still watch this? Because I'm still a human being and I have valid emotions and I'm an interesting, entertaining person, so that's why you're still here. What is for dinner tonight? Keith says. I actually already ate dinner, so we're not gonna have dinner together. Really early dinner. Came to express my opinion on her opinions, Alfonso says. Riley says, let's not get hasty. Sarah says, that's sad, I'm bipolar. Michelle says, my cousin has a mental illness too. Alfonso says, maybe it's the guilt. You aren't as guilty or fear of God. What do you mean by that? Michelle said, I was able to get my meds today. It took them 30 minutes to fill it. They were busy. Oh my gosh. I tweeted like a while ago. I was talking about how annoyed I got because it takes them like 40 minutes to make my medicine when I go to pick it up. And it's like, how is it possible? Like, just put the pills in a bottle. Guys, like, I'm here waiting. Like, why don't you just go over there, get the Lamictal bottle and put the pills in my bottle? Like, count them out. Like, you want me to do it for you? Like, I tweeted about how annoyed I was. But I went to pick up my medicines today and they were already done. Like, a lot of times they'll be like, they're already done. And then I'll get there and like, they're actually not done. So I'm glad you got your medicines because I actually picked up my medicine today too. Glory be to the Father and to the Son and to the Holy Spirit. Finish the prayer, please. As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. The Indescendant Goddess says, your journey has helped me a lot. Thanks. I just started meds and I thought my variety of feelings towards the universe was an isolated case. I guess it's common. Yeah. I mean, once I figured out I was bipolar, I just kind of assumed that everyone else was like me. I don't know. maybe you're a tiny bit full of yourself if you're like, I'm the only one ever who's bipolar who's ever experienced this. I don't know. That's a little bit full of yourself because it's a weird thing to experience being all connected to the universe. But I mean, I did a lot of research too, but it definitely does feel better when you know that you're not the only one having this like psychotic experience. It's not psychosis. It's not psychosis. This manic experience. Guys, you know the drill. Like the video, thumbs up the video. Let's get the video to 100 thumbs up. Also, I've recently been getting DMs on Twitter from 2 people so far who said that YouTube unsubscribed them from my channel. So check the subscribe button, see if you're still subscribed. Also, while you're there, click the bell button next to the subscribe button, and that will give you video notifications every time I upload a new video and every time that I live stream. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed because it could have unsubscribed you. It also could have unbelled you, so just make sure that both of those are clicked. YouTube does this like every couple months where it accidentally unsubscribes a ton of your subscribers. Next video I film, I'm gonna be like, hey guys, by the way, resubscribe, like, because in all my videos I'm like, subscribe. Also guys, I'm so ahead of my life right now that I already have my video for tomorrow night already finished and edited and exported and everything. So I need to make the thumbnail still, but tomorrow's video is the top 20 theology books that I recommend. So what that means is I'm uploading on Thursday, live streaming on Friday. So, Lizzie, have you lost weight? It depends on like when you are talking about, cause I lost weight in like November of last year and maybe like October, November. So I don't know. I was about to show you guys my butt or something. I don't know. Here. We can look at my body if you guys want to look at my body real quick. I don't know if you guys think like I'm underweight or something, but I'm at a lower weight than I usually am. It's not an eating disorder. Oh my gosh, it's gonna get demonetized now. It's not a disordered food anything at all. I just have not been eating healthy. I've been eating like not enough fat in my diet. So I've been adding in a lot of almond butter, avocado, flaxseed, chia seeds. So I've been adding in fat to my diet, So yeah, I'm currently gaining weight. I've been gaining weight the past month, quite a bit. I was pretty tiny for a couple months. It was like, my mom actually noticed because people who you're around, who you see a lot, like it's gradual if you lose weight, well, hopefully. And my mom was like, Liz, you've lost a lot of weight. And I was like, oh, really? Like, I didn't even notice. So then I started thinking and like, okay, I'm gonna stop talking about this. I think it's really, really boring. I was gonna talk about clothes that I try on and stuff. But recently I got like a couple belts for Black Friday because they're so cute. And I put them on and it was a small and I couldn't even fit the belt in like the smallest circle. Like that was too big. And I was like, okay, this is getting bad. Like, this is getting bad. So, yeah, I've been really working on eating more food and mostly, like, upping the fat content in my diet because that was the thing. It was too low fat. So, and I want to be really clear because I know I'm, like, a representative of veganism to a lot of you guys. So, there is no vegan diet. Like, veganism is not a diet. There's not a vegan diet that exists. Veganism is the type of foods that you eat, and there are hundreds of different vegan diets. There's paleo vegan, keto vegan, high protein vegan, low protein vegan, high carb vegan, low fat vegan. There's junk food vegan. There are so many different types of vegan diets, and I personally had a vegan diet that was low in fat and was not enough calories. So that's not veganism's, that's my fault. It's not veganism's fault. It's not veganism was unhealthy. It's Lizzie's diet was unhealthy. So me personally, I was going through that. But obviously I've been vegan since 2015 and at a really normal curvy weight. So this was a new thing that came up in my health. So So you don't believe in God anymore? You just got here. So this is a really important development in the live stream. So some people believe that, like Flavian, if you don't feel anything towards God, then that means you don't believe God exists. But that's not true. See, my belief in God has nothing to do with my emotions and feelings and my attitudes towards God. How I feel, my emotional state. Emotions are constantly changing throughout every person's life. It's not just like, oh, Lizzie the bipolar girl goes manic and in depression. Like, this is baseline. Everyone in baseline goes like this. And your feelings towards God will change throughout your life. They might not be like on top of the universe, spiritual metaphors and everything, God speaking to me like Mania, like most people aren't. Who put Vincent in timeout? He just DM'd me on Instagram. Vincent is one of my top fans, unless he's talking about SUICIDE or RACISM or SEXISM. There's no reason to block anyone, and I'm so sorry. I need to say at the beginning of every single live stream, moderators, those are the only things like RACISM, SUICIDE, SEXISM, HOMOPHOBIA. Those are like the only reasons to block people. So if someone's being SEXUAL, sorry, I can't say these words or I'll get demonetized. So that's why I assume you guys are catching on. That's why I have to do that. So, yeah, if you're a moderator for any other reason, you don't need to be demonetizing. You don't need to be blocking people or putting people in timeout. That actually really makes me angry, and I know I can't read all the comments coming by, but if you see a moderator putting someone in timeout, tell me in the comment which moderator did that, and I will make them not a moderator anymore, because you're not contributing to the flourishing of the live stream if you're censoring people. And it actually removed Conrad as a moderator. I reprimanded the moderator who did it. That's so funny you guys are doing to each other. Where is Conrad? Dean says, I'm logging off of social media early for Lent and in order to discern vocations. Aw, here. I'm gonna pray for you during Lent. Okay. Oh no, stop. Aw. Here we go. Where did he go? Hi, Lizzie. Are the Knights of Columbus real knights? To me, they are. I was actually just published in the Knights of Columbus newsletter. Where did Dean's comment go? Here we go. So Dean, I know he's already gone, but I screenshotted this and I'm going to add you to my prayer journal and I'm going to pray for you in my rosary every day. I could never become a vegan. I love meat. I mean, I love meat currently, but I'm doing it. And you don't have to be vegan all the time. Like when I went into veganism, it was 95% of the time, and now I'm at like 99% of the time. So it's something that I think is impossible, especially in a lot of parts of it. Like when I travel personally, I'm like starving in certain states, like rural Virginia. There's like nothing to eat in rural Virginia. Yeah, so you don't have to be vegan 100% of the time. Just cut down the amount of meat you're eating and it'll really help your life and your health. So that's my message for everyone. Okay, who is Jesus? Jesus is a historical person who lived around the year 0 to 33 AD. He went around, he was a prophet, he was a teacher, he was called rabbi, he was a Jewish man, he lived in the Palestine area. He was crucified under Pontius Pilate, who was this leader, in about 3330 AD. Then 500 of his followers witnessed his resurrection from the dead. And some of these eyewitnesses recorded down the miracles that he did and the resurrection in eyewitness written accounts in the 1st century. And these eyewitnesses went on to be crucified upside down, eaten alive by beasts in the Colosseum, drowned and burned to death because they believed that Jesus resurrected from the dead, did miracles, and is fully God. They called him God. They worshiped him as king and as God, and they were tortured for it, and they died proclaiming that he did resurrect from the dead. So that's who Jesus is, and I worship him as king and as God. I'm a member. Conrad says who's the person I'm supposed to remove moderator? Is it Conrad? I'm pretty sure it's Conrad. Here we go. Remove moderator. Anytime someone else is abusing their moderator position, please comment like again and again and again so that I see it, who it is. Because I really hope that now that we've removed Conrad, the situation will be a lot better moving into the future vlog. Lizzie, have you listened to Demi Lovato's new song, Anyone? Absolutely! I've been streaming the live version like on repeat. It's so freaking good. I've been listening to it when I've been getting ready in the morning. So actually, I get ready in the middle of the day, let's be honest. I wake up late, I stay up till 1 a.m. working, and then I have stuff I need to go to in the middle of the day, so I get ready in the middle of the day. And then just now, I did my makeup just now before filming at like 5:30, so that's my life as a YouTuber. You stay up really late working like 18-hour day. Not 18-hour days, like 12-hour days. 18-hour days would be like only 6 hours of sleep. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, it would be 6 hours of sleep. So I just do 12-hour days. The Pope thinks it's okay to abort babies. No, he does not. You know, we're actually going to delete that because that is libel. See? That's the thing. People delete people because they think they're doing libel. I personally would delete that comment because it's libeling the Pope. So that personally really, really, really offends me. I don't like this Pope. That's fine, but you don't need to libel the Pope. Lizzie, what is your opinion on divorce? After nearly 13 years, it has been brought to my attention that my husband is a sociopath narcissist. I would talk to a spiritual director about that, like your parish priest or a Christian therapist or a spiritual director, people in your family. I personally, I was going to say I have no experience with narcissists and sociopaths, but I actually totally do. I've never been in a relationship with one, so especially for 13 years, so I would definitely talk to someone other than me. I think I'm a horrible person to give you advice on this situation. Lizzie, do you still need that favor? Yes, but I don't know if I'll like your acting. Because some people have sent me clips and it's not good acting. So we're trying to get some big Catholic people to be in it though. So you might see some other Catholic people you know in the video. It's going to be called Trads, Expectations versus Reality. I'm thinking of becoming a permanent deacon after I'm married. Who is laughing? I low-key don't believe in God or Jesus, but I sure believe in medicine and medical. Beep. Having bipolar 2 and borderline. Beep. You know. Thank you for the comment. What is your preferred psalm? You've already done the Congregation to Immaculate Heart. Oh my gosh, thank you for the donation. I was going to announce that too, that I would really, really appreciate any donations because I'm currently saving up for a MacBook and my $300 editing software that I have to pay for again on a new computer. So even $2 donations really, really, really help. You guys have been super generous lately in donating money and I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, I can only edit on a MacBook and not all MacBooks have like i7. So it's going to be kind of pricey. So I've been saving up for a while and all the donations really, really help. So thank you guys for supporting my channel. The first super chat for the video, thank you for the donation, is from Trail Reeves. My brother's cancer, no, I've been praying every day for it to be healed. It spread to his spine and his brain. Saint, that's so freaking sad. Okay, I pray every single night for that though. Like I will keep praying so hard. That makes me so sad. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine what that is like. That's the saddest super chat I've ever read in my life. That's like the saddest super chat ever. How many moderators do you have? I'm not sure because not everyone's here right now. Thank you, Lizzie. Yeah, of course. That's so scary. Like, a lot of my relatives have died of cancer, and it's honestly so disheartening because I remember, like, my family growing up, we would pray and pray and pray and pray, like, every single night for them to be healed and to get better and to stay alive, and then they died. And it happened, like, over and over again because it's, like, cancer's in my, I guess, well, it's on my mom's side of the family. My dad was adopted, but my dad's adopted family has a lot of cancer in it too. So it's like, yeah, it's really, really heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. I know, like, I don't know how old you are, but this video's gonna get really sad now. I don't know how old you are, but my mom, when she was like in her 40s, her brother died of cancer, of colon cancer. And it was really heartbreaking because his son was like, I think 13 or something, and then his wife was still alive, and it was just so heartbreaking for my mom to lose her brother when they're like you don't expect people to die when you're in your 40s or your 50s. You expect to die in like your 70s and your 80s. So it's so heartbreaking when people die so fast. It's so jolting. So give me my moderator status back. Oh my gosh, you guys are causing so much drama. I will keep you safe from Vincent. I don't think you understand that, like, Vincent is one of my top fans. Like, Vincent and I FaceTime sometimes. Like, we literally, like, video chat to hang out with each other, which I do with, like, only a few other subscribers. So we have a really close relationship. Do you think, Mimi says, do you think that Demi Lovato's new song, Anyone, is a good representation of the world right now? And we communicate more through social media and texting and not through conversations, and it's less fulfilling. That's actually a really, really good point, that her song, for those of you who don't know, she made a song, and she said, like, is anyone listening? It feels like no one is listening. And then she talks about how she writes all her songs, and, like, is anyone ever going to hear it? Is anyone ever going to understand her? And she wrote it before she overdosed. So it's a pretty dramatic thing to happen. What's a good thing to give up for your first Lent? So me personally, when I did my first Lent, I gave up my eating, DISORDER. I didn't have like a full out like disordered eating, but I definitely was like, actually, like, you can go watch the video, like, what I'm giving up for Lent, Lizzie Catholic, and my video will come up and I talk about it, but it was pretty bad. Like, I would be just, like, doing, like, in free time, just, like, doing, like, push-ups and sit-ups and crunches, like, all the time. I needed to work out, and I liked the feeling of hunger. It was, like, really toxic. This was in 2018. So, basically, my parents hated that I had become Catholic, and my coping mechanism was not eating. And it was really, really bad. Like, they weren't talking to me, my dad especially, and I was hurting them. I just deleted the guy who keeps commenting the same thing from my channel permanently. So, no need to, Hi, stop! I just deleted you from my channel. Hide user on this channel. How is he still going? Chloe Butt gives a $2.99 donation. Thank you so much for donating to my channel. I really, really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, this person is spamming. And I just removed him from my channel multiple times. What were we talking about? Oh, Lent. So what I really, I should make a video about this. Well, number one, I think you should go vegan for Lent because it's really, really hard to go vegan. And I think permanently, like every single day, you have to think about that. So I think that's really, really cool. The other thing I think you should give up for what you should do for Lent, my priest really emphasizes adding things for Lent. So rather than just removing things, add spiritual activities. So my first, actually last Lent, so a year ago, my first Lent, I didn't really understand what Lent was, but my last year's Lent was amazing. So every single day I had to watch 1 hour of either Bishop Barron, Taylor Marshall, TNT, or back when TNT existed, so sad they ended, or Patrick Coffin. So I had to listen to theology for 1 hour. Actually, not as much Patrick Coffin, because he doesn't talk about theology that much. Sometimes he does, so some videos. So basically, I watched Bishop Barron and TNT for an hour every single day. So I deleted my Netflix, so no Netflix. Not that I watched it that much, but sometimes I would before sleeping. So I got rid of my Netflix and I downloaded the Word on Fire app, which is also a subscription that has all of Bishop Barron's like Catholicism series, Saint series, like theology series, Eucharist series, like everything on the app. It's unlimited. You can watch everything. So I downloaded that app, and then I also did the TNT videos, and that was like an amazing spiritual activity. And I also did Stations of the Cross every single week. I don't think I got to every week because I was traveling, but Stations of the Cross is so amazing. I didn't do it until my second year of Lent. I don't even know how, but it was the most amazing thing. Lizzie, thanks for like offensive to me, like so offensive to me to go after one of my subscribers because I'm so protective over you guys. Solus Griffiths for the computer fund. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You're so generous. I don't even know. I pray for you every single night, Solus Griffiths. You're in my prayer journal, so I make up things. I don't make up things, but I pray for different parts of your life. I have no idea who you are, but I really, really appreciate who you are. Ben says, I don't know how this guy keeps coming back, such a loser. Yay, computer fund. Yeah, so any donations you get will go directly into my computer fund, and I'm really excited because you guys would laugh so hard if you saw my computer. Number one, the screen is broken, so I literally cannot edit anywhere else besides my apartment, and I have to put it on an HDMI onto another screen because my screen is broken. Number two, my keyboard doesn't work sometimes, so I don't even know how. So I have to have like a Bluetooth keyboard as well, so my computer is like falling apart, and then obviously the battery life's really bad as well. So it's been like 4 or 5 years on this computer. It's lasting me a long time, so I'm happy for the next one to last a long time as well. So, do you speak a second language? Yes, I know a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Thai, a little bit of French. I'm really bad at French though. And I took Koine Greek in college, so I can read the Bible in Greek, and I actually use that a lot. Because for videos and stuff, I use Greek etymology, and even for my, I'm leading a Bible study series on the Gospel of John. So I actually use Greek quite a bit, and I would say like, you don't retain a lot of the vocabulary because it was like years ago, but you do remember like the alphabet, you remember grammar, you're able to look up words that you're curious about, and you can look up the words in, it's called like a lexicon, so it's like a dictionary that tells you how to interpret the verses, how to interpret the word depending on the verses. So I use my Greek quite a bit for videos, so as you guys know. Do you speak in Spanish? Un poco. No. I don't want to try and speak Spanish. I'm gonna get so embarrassed. I don't want to try. What would you recommend to us, younger consecrated people, to better spread Jesus love? Hi from Brazil. I just made a video on this. My last video was against gossip. I think that gossip is something, and I'll go to the super chat right after. Thank you for the donation. So I think gossip is one of the most toxic things, but it's one of the most common sins that happens all the time. So I think that when people around you start gossiping, start saying positive things about the person who's being gossiped about. And I think that's a really, really amazing way to show Christ's love. When you never speak negatively about another person, people will tell and they'll know that you're being honest. Okay. Thank you so much for the donation, Oliver B. Can you give me an idea or topic for a Christian film? I've done some short films, but nothing to do with the faith. If you don't have anything, can you pray for me, please? Well, number one, I will pray for your film project because I have my prayer journal and I pray my rosary every single night. So I'll pray for your film project every single night. But I was literally thinking of this today. Someone needs to make a video called The Case, not a video, a movie called The Case for Catholicism, talking about Scott and Kimberly Hahn's conversion journey. Let me know your thoughts on this. I actually, if you have connections in the film industry, I will be a scriptwriter with you and make this happen. I have no connections to the industry at all, so that's why I really want someone else to do it. But there's a video called The Case for Christ. Have you guys heard of it? And it's a movie about a Protestant, like someone who's atheist converting into Protestant Christianity, and it's a really amazing movie. It has like proofs for the resurrection. So it's just like such an epic video, because they talk about things like textual criticism, like how we know that the books of the Bible are original, and they talk about how we know that the eyewitnesses are legit, like all of these complicated theology things. They talk about all of them in such an epic way. So I think we should do The Case for Catholicism, in which we talk about Scott and Kimberly Hahn's journey. So that's a good idea. I also think that it'd be really, really interesting to film inside a monastery or inside a convent where nuns are, and just film like behind the scenes what it's actually like living in a monastery or living in a convent, and doing like a documentary series on that. I think that'd be so cool. Because me personally, I've been doing this all the time, me personally, just because I don't want to offend people, because after the fiasco on Twitter over the past few weeks, I am like not offending anyone, because I don't want to deal with it. That's why I made my video reacting to trad hate, because I didn't want to deal with it anymore. I've been putting up with this stuff for several weeks. People overreacting, getting offended, being rude, and finally I was just like, mocking you in a video will hopefully get you to stop. And you know what? After I made that video, I haven't gotten any pushback on anything I've said. And also, I've been trying to tone myself down, but people would literally go after nothing. It's like they just wanted to mess with me and annoy me. It literally, I mean, yeah. So I didn't block anyone. I didn't unfollow anyone. I'm sure people unfollowed me after that situation. So I got exactly what I wanted with making the reacting to trad hate video. So I think a lot of people thought, I read what people were saying about me. Some people thought I was trying to do it for views. Some people thought I was trying to do it to make money. Some people thought I was trying to do it to make myself look better than other people. Why else would you spend like 40 hours editing a video like that? Oh, well, my main reason was to show that hate you don't have to let it get to you. And it's just a YouTube tag as well, making a video like reacting to hate comments. I've made that video before, like several years ago, so it's like part 2 to a YouTube series. Obviously, YouTubers react to hate comments. But my other like reasoning for making the video was to just make everything stop. I just thought if I like mocked everyone involved, whoever said anything, it would just stop and end, and people would be scared to mess with me again, because I will make a part 2 video. If this, like, if I posted a tweet tomorrow and I get like 15 comments of people like misinterpreting what I said, intentionally interpreting it in a way opposite of my beliefs, calling me a heretic, like if I make a tweet tomorrow, I will definitely make a part 2 reacting to trad hate. And I think the most annoying part of that video is I intentionally said at the beginning that this is not representative of people who attend Latin Mass, and people still got mad at it and were like, she's making it to shade people who attend Latin Mass. And it's like, if I did, I would have been like, all Latin Mass people I've met in person are also awful in person. They're so rude. I hate Latin Mass communities. You know what I mean? Like, I could totally say that if I wanted to. And I obviously didn't. So that's my whole, like, I love Twitter now. I have not seen any negative comments about me on Twitter since all of this happened. I've just been getting like really lovely comments on Twitter, lovely DMs, lovely comments on YouTube. So I honestly love you guys so much. Like, I wake up every morning and I read comments on my YouTube videos, and it's like, instead of texting like a good morning text to my boyfriend, like obviously I do text good morning text to my boyfriend, but I also like look at my YouTube comments, because you guys, I feel like I'm in a long distance, like long-term relationship with all of you guys, because I've been doing my YouTube like for 10 years, and a lot of people have been here through the years and everything. So asking questions is what Lizzie's Answers channel is about. It's called Lizzie's Answers. Yeah, so you guys asking questions is totally what it's about. I like Twitter too. Conrad is a moderator again. Okay, I removed him as a moderator. I think Conrad has multiple accounts because otherwise it doesn't make sense. You want Solus to make another donation? How about we share the donating and other people help to donate? I also have my PayPal and Patreon linked below. So if you want to join up to donate $2 every month to my YouTube channel, you can join my Patreon. If you give, I think it's $5 a month or $10 a month, I follow all your social media as well, like Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. So I actually love following you guys on social media. It's like one of my favorite things ever. So go join my Patreon so I can follow you guys on social media. It's so fun getting to see what you guys post. It makes me so happy. So, terrible. What's going on? Do you go to Eucharistic every day? No, I do not. See, that's another thing. So I was talking about how I don't feel God a lot. So I don't have the desire to go to daily mass because I don't really feel that much towards God. And obviously, like, I love mass and I would love going to daily mass, but I don't have this like huge desire to, which is weird, right? Like, I probably should. My first Catholic Bible. Oh, I'll show you guys the Bible that I recommend. It's called the Little Rock Catholic Study Bible. This is so amazing. They have like quotes from the Catechism. They have like all the kinds of like etymology, study notes, pictures. They have like literally everything on here. Sorry, I feel like the light is like not bending. I feel like the light is affecting it. If I was able to give more, I would. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Okay, the best way to support my channel actually, like above giving money, is actually liking every single video and commenting on every single video. If you like and comment on every single video, that helps me the absolute most because it increases the chance of my video getting shared with other people. It like ups it in the algorithm. Trail Reeves, thank you so much for the donation. I recommend Catholic and Christian by Alan Schretch for people interested in Catholicism here. Have you been to, I screenshotted it so I can go get and recommend to people. Have you been Catholic your whole life? No. I converted into Catholicism in 2018. And I have a two-part series, Why I Became Catholic. So if you look up Lizzie Catholic, Why I'm Becoming Catholic, it's Why I'm Becoming Catholic Part 1 and Why I'm Becoming Catholic Part 2. Oh my gosh, Solus Griffith. What? Okay, one last donation upon request, LOL. Lizzie, I sent you a message on Facebook. It's the only social media I have. Oh my gosh, on my Facebook page? Okay, are you Benny Urena Avila? Anyways, this phone doesn't have my Facebook pages app, but I will go look through all my pages options and I will send you a personal thank you letter and you can tell me personal prayer requests as well. But I really, really, really appreciate being able to save up money for a new computer so I can have a computer here. Darren Griffin. Okay. She gave 200. Wow. Lizzie, I will message you after the live stream. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your generosity. I literally have been praying in my rosary every night for to be saving up for my MacBook, and obviously that means like with my spending habits as well, like not spending money unless I absolutely need to, like for food and transportation and stuff. But it's also like I'm sorry. I feel bad now. Are you gonna take back the money now? Ronald, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Will you become a Catholic missionary? I was actually really considering it like a year ago. But basically, I'm in a relationship. I have a boyfriend and we're gonna get married. So it would just be kind of weird if I left the country, especially because we're already long distance. So if we're gonna move forward in our relationship, we're probably gonna like live in the same city or the same state to start. So if I move to a different country, it would kind of be like, what's the point? And I feel like I'm doing missions work on my YouTube channel, so. Also, about doxing, I feel like to dox someone, you have to share their address, right? Isn't that doxing? Because I was, back when I made my, like, reacting to trads video, people said I doxed people on Twitter because I put their name and said you're included in the video. That's not doxing. Doxing is also name? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I feel really bad. Pink Thunderstorm. Thank you so much for the donation. No worries, LOL. Lizzie, could you pray for me? My crazy withdrawals from, okay. I don't know if I can say it, but has been 6 days and it's hard. I will pray for you daily too. Okay, I'm going to add you to my prayer book. And oh my gosh, guys, it literally takes me 15 minutes to read through my prayer things now because I have so many prayer requests on them. I just got home from RCIA. We were talking about Sola Scriptura. Did you learn anything new? If anyone is searching for inner spiritual, a good channel for the Rosary is the World Family Rosary Network. Doxing is just releasing personal information that is not meant to be public. Lizzie, I commented a prayer request. Can you read it, please? I didn't see it. Can you comment it again? Someone just commented, why, can God see us, but we can't see him? Is that fair? So we would die if we saw God in all of our glory, so we would die. So I think I would rather not die, you know what I mean? So, in that sense, but, I don't know what else to say. What else do you want me to say? All of his glory. What did I say? All of her glory? I mean, God doesn't have a gender. I messaged you on Twitter, Lizzie. You'll have to search my username to find the messages. Naomi? Let's see. I actually don't see your message at all. Yeah, I don't see your message, so maybe try and message me again. That might help. Trail Reeves says, I gotta run, but thank you for praying for my brother. You are a dear sister in Christ and a fellow COC refugee. Pax. Aww. Yeah, I will pray every day. Do you pray sometimes the rosary? I pray the rosary every single day now at night. Good luck getting Lizzie to message you back. I messaged her last year. It's fine though. I love you. I get a lot of messages. That's the thing. Like I get hundreds of messages, so it's hard for me to see everything. Like I just can't see everything. I would need a whole person to just do my social media, and that could be a full-time job, like replying to emails and replying to social media. So, I mean, for most companies that are bigger, they have a social media person, you know. Okay, pray for the mom of a newborn baby girl. She's 40 years old in the ICU, and her 50-year-old husband suffers from brain trauma and forgets often. This baby needs her mom. It's really sad. How do I start praying and reading the Bible again? So what I really recommend, number one, is downloading the Laudate app, Laudate, Laudate. So everyone right now, if you're watching this on your computer, grab your phone, go on your phone, click on the App Store, and let's all type in together Laudate, Laudate. And on the Laudate app, they actually have a lot of prayers, and they have Bible verses to read, and they have something called Liturgy of the Hours, where they combine prayers and Bible verses together, and you can read at like 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, 6 p.m., 9 p.m. So depending on the time of day, you can get it and read it, or read like any time of day. So that really, really helps me a lot, being able to use the Laudate app. Laudate. Latte app. That's really cool. Another thing that I really like is that in the Catholic Church, and everyone can access this, you don't have to be Catholic, it's just the Bible, you know? So in the Catholic Church, we have Bible verses for every single day. So they actually choose Bible verses, and then for every single day. So they pick an Old Testament reading, a gospel reading, a psalm, and a reading from another part of the New Testament. So every single day you can Google like Catholic daily reading, and it'll come up on our like United States Bishops Conference of Bishops website. It's called USCCB, United States Conference of Catholic Bishops. They have all the readings for the day. So Catholic daily readings, you can just Google it, and then you can read that every single morning. And then something else I do, or every single night, and something else I do is I set a timer on my phone for 5 minutes in the morning and at night, and I set the timer and I just talk to God for those entire 5 minutes. And lately I've been doing for the past 3 weeks, I've been doing my rosary every single day. So now what I do is I pray before my rosary. So I just talk to God for like 5 to 10 minutes and like talk to him about my day and like how I'm doing in my life and like thanking him for things, just, you know, talking to God. I don't know how else to explain talking to God. So I talk to God for like 5 to 10 minutes every night before my rosary. But I was kind of stagnant in my prayer life earlier in the year, or last year, towards the end of last year. So I started doing the thing where I just set a timer on my phone for 5 minutes and 5 minutes in the morning and night, and that really, really helped. And then just doing the daily scripture readings, it's really nice because I think a lot of people, you'll like pick up a Bible and the Bible's huge and you're like, how do I start reading the Bible? There's so much to read. Where do I read? How much do I read? So the daily scripture readings are like, it's not that much reading. And then if I want to read more of the Bible, I take the daily scripture readings and then I go to the part of the Bible, let's say it's like Proverbs 4, then I'll open the Bible to Proverbs 4 and I'll read like Proverbs 3 and Proverbs 4 and Proverbs 5 like around the scripture reading. So read the entire chapter. So that's my advice for reading the Bible every day and praying every day, how to get back into it. I hope that's helpful. Setting a timer, Melanie, she's one of my patrons. Setting a timer for 5 minutes every day is such a good idea. Printed media, St. Mary's Press. Do you have any thoughts on how faithful Catholics might approach something like interreligious dialogue? So I think number one, you could recognize similarities in your religions. So for example, Christians, Jews, and Muslims all worship the same God. So that's a similarity. So just accepting reality that we're all worshiping God. Yeah, I honestly don't know that much about interreligious dialogue. I know that a lot of my subscribers are of other religions and we get along, and I just talk about how, like, okay, in my videos, I remember I was making a video and I was talking about how, I don't know what video it was now that I'm thinking about it. So, in the video, I was talking about I said, instead of saying all Catholics, I was talking about some moral principle. I said all Christians, Christians, even people of other religions. So, it was my dressing up for mass video. So I was talking about dressing up, and I was like, anytime you're going into a religious space, even people of other religions, it's so better to dress up when you're walking into a holy place. So I acknowledge that other religions have holy places and other religions worship God. So I think using inclusive language like that can actually really help. Protestants are very aggressive at attacking Catholic channels. Funny enough, I've never met a Catholic trolling Protestant channels. Moral high ground, question mark? Well, it's because Catholics acknowledge that Protestants are Christians and Protestants don't acknowledge that Catholics are Christians. About the documentary, you should watch Into the Great Silence. It's a French documentary shot inside a a Carthusian monastery. It follows the life of monks. It's a silent film and it's gorgeous. I screenshotted this. Where are you? Are you hiring an answering machine? I accept payments in Cheetos. Is that supposed to be funny? I feel I'm losing my faith, but still culturally, I would defend this faith as I identify culturally. What culture are you? Are you talking about Catholicism? I debate Protestants so much and they get mad really fast. That's so funny that you're entertained. I know some people like debating people and trolling and all these things, but I personally don't find that fun. So I don't, yeah, I am not someone who will like debate people online of different religions and stuff. I know some people do. I'm half joking, half serious. Good night, Sandra. Good night, Sandra. I call myself Catholic, but I don't believe it as I used to. Why not? I like learning about religions. Yeah, maybe also asking questions, reading their texts. But Protestants don't troll Muslim channels. They aren't as tolerant as Catholics are. I did what you said and message again, Lizzie. They should be recent now. Can you see them? Are you okay, Lizzie? Yes. I was talking about how I don't feel emotions towards God in my life right now and how that's an okay thing. And you don't have to feel emotions towards God. Okay. Naomi? Lizzie, I want to apologize for asking you who is Damned. It's kind of gossip. I agree, it kind of is. Like, I didn't want to talk bad about people, so. Protestants seem very shady. You can't say that about all Protestants. There's like 900 million Protestants in the world. So you can't say one thing about all of them. Do you have any suggested readings to help someone struggling with their faith? I'm making a video tomorrow, so it's going to be uploaded tomorrow, called 20 Catholic books that you should read. So I talk in the video like a brief summation of every single book, and I talk about what it talks about. So I think that depending on how you're doubting your faith, if there's a specific theology or if it's about the existence of God or Catholicism, like whatever it is, there'll definitely be a book in the list that is exactly about what you're dealing with. Like there's specific books on like understanding the papacy, on purgatory, on original sin. So on literally everything, there's a book on it, relics. So yeah. Vincent says, I just found a lot of my family this weekend during the Super Bowl. It was interesting, but yay. Oh, that's why you were gone for the weekend, for Super Bowl weekend? Oh, that's so cool that you did like a family get together. What do you think about those mega churches like the one of Joel's? You know, I've talked about this in different videos. The prosperity gospel is really toxic. I don't call much Protestant theology toxic because I think we agree on a lot of things. But the prosperity gospel is toxic. My dad did missionary work in Guatemala, and there were like actual people there who felt like God didn't love them because they were living in extreme poverty. And it was a spillover of American prosperity gospel. So it's really, really sad. Do you have any suggestions on good ways to start converting Protestant friends and spreading God's word? I think it's cool to just talk about your faith. So talk about like service projects you're doing with your church. Like one of the things that really stood out amongst my Catholic friends in college is that they, like if we were hanging out on a Sunday, they always went to mass. Like we could be exploring for the day. It's hard to find a Catholic mass. They would like research on their phone, find a mass that they can go to, even if it's Sunday night, like every single Sunday, every single holy day. Even if there was something else cool planned in our friend group, they would always choose mass over that. So that really stood out. And so I know me personally, like when I travel, I hate that it's so relativistic, but I feel like it will reduce hate in my life. So me personally, whenever I'm traveling, sometimes it's hard to find a mass to go to, especially on holy days of obligation, which Sunday is, but like other holidays, you know what I mean? Other holidays besides Sunday. So I always make a point to go, even if it's hard. And I think my friends will really like recognize that and it'll stand out in everything. So someone was telling me today that it's bad to like wear jewelry when you're cooking and that it's rude because like this is a I was gonna say a relic. This was passed down from my grandfather to my mom to me, and someone was saying like you shouldn't wear jewelry when you're like cooking or cleaning or showering. What do you guys think? Is that like rude to the jewelry if you do that? Because my thing is like this thing is waterproof. Like it'll be fine. It's gonna survive. What do you guys think? An heirloom. Yeah, it's an heirloom. I don't think that's true. Yeah, I don't think either. What is your take on Oriental culture? Cleaning, maybe not because of chemicals. I've never heard that before. As you know, Lizzie, I've been having problems within the Catholic Church, and since the last time we talked, it's gotten worse. I just get annoyed if I have to clean my jewelry. I reverted back to the faith after reading the autobiography of St. Teresa of Avila. That's really sweet. I'm from France, and Catholicism is kind of dying in Western Europe in general. It's only strong in Central. In Europe, in Eastern Europe, is very Orthodox. Yeah, that's true. How can you offend jewelry? It doesn't think or feel, right? I was so confused. I'm like, in purgatory or something? Lizzie? Yes, Mimi says, can you pray for me that I can find a vocal coach that my parents would be willing to help me pay for until I find a job? Because I'm a very dedicated person when it comes to singing and music. By the way, guys, everyone like the video, thumbs up the video, and if you just got here, remember that the absolute best way to support my channel is to thumbs up and like every single video I make, and to comment on every single video. That really, really helps my place in the algorithm. So even just commenting like, hi, love you, first, 10th, it would be really funny if you guys started commenting in the video like 17th, 264th, you know what I mean? Like excited about a random number. How do you bring up the idea of being Catholic to your Protestant family? I personally wrote a letter just because I feel like I had to explain my whole conversion and why it was happening. So I felt it was best to put it in a letter because then they would be able to read it back. Because I think sometimes people get emotional and they'll forget what you said and just remember how you made them feel. So if you have a letter, they're able to look back and reference it and everything. So that's what I did. What's your... It's becoming harder to stay in the Catholic Church because I don't feel like a part of the family. I feel like I'm intruding, but I feel welcome when we talk, Lizzie. Oh, that makes me so happy. Of course you're welcome. Everyone is welcome. I have a blanket my mom made before I was born. It's 45 years old now. Oh, that's so sweet. I followed you on Twitter, Lizzie. Thank you. Did I just get a new follower? Was it like just now? I don't see you. Maybe it was a while ago that you followed me on Twitter. Lizzie, any plans on writing a book about your conversion? I have written a book on my conversion, and I was having an issue with my publishing company, and I'm bad at, I didn't want to deal with it. So anyways, I'm not allowed to talk about it legally. Frosky says, I'm a fan from Poland, and almost everyone is Catholic here. I'm so grateful for your channel because it helps me to explain Catholicism to my foreign Protestant friends. That makes me so happy. I'm so happy. What would you say to a friend that says, if you don't accept Jesus into your heart and ask him to be your personal savior, you are not saved? Okay, so here's the thing, how to respond to people like that. I would say, I have accepted Jesus into my heart. If they're like, have you been saved? Yes. Have you been baptized? Yes. Have you said the sinner's prayer? Yes. Just say yes to all of it, because you have. Like, you have accepted Jesus into your heart. You've said something similar to the sinner's prayer. Like, we say the prayer of contrition every Mass. I have greatly sinned in my thoughts and in my words, through my fault, through my fault, through my fault. Like, we do the sinner's prayer. You've done the sinner's prayer. So it's a different sinner's prayer than they think, but just be like, yeah, I'm saved. So, hashtag LizziesAnswers. Do you think it's better to feel God or think God? Think God. Okay, that's a really good thing. It's better to feel towards God than... It's better to be intellectual about your faith, to know why you believe in God, rather than just having this emotional experience that can fade away soon, and then what will you have left? Leah says, today I told my uncle I'm becoming a Catholic and he was so cool about it. I was so happy. I believe God is calling me to Catholic Church. Welcome home. So excited for you. My watch alarm goes off at 10:10 p.m. every night. I can't fix it. I should be used to it by now, but it still scares me sometimes. I'm such a goofball. Okay, you know what you should do? You should pray every single time at 10:10. You should set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes. 10 minutes. You should set a timer for 10 minutes and pray every time at 10:10. Brilliant, right? I think that'll really help you out. My Twitter is Luke8747. Leslie says, my dad was very cool with me joining the Catholic Church, and I had been very scared to tell him. I grew up Lutheran. I loved how you pointed out how even the demons believe in God. Yeah, in my last video, because of faith alone salvation, it's so looking back, like from my perspective now, it seems so stupid how I personally used to think, because I was thinking how it literally says, you believe in God? Good! Even the demons do, and they shudder. It literally says that in sacred scripture, and so it just doesn't make sense to me why I never saw that before, because believing in God means nothing. Like, anyone can believe in God. That doesn't mean it's influencing your life. It doesn't mean you have actions attached to it, so. How can I say St. Bernadette Sobrius prayer? I don't know. Sola Scriptura is an oxymoron. Yes. How do you know if you've been saved? Not a cheeky question at all. An honest one. I love you. First of all, I love you too. So number one, baptism forgives all sins, including original sin and past sins. And then confession forgives future sins. So after you've been baptized, you go to confession and are forgiven from your sins. So personally, when it comes to like my salvation, I really rely on confession. So I think it's really important, if you think you've committed a mortal sin or done anything of grave matter, to go to confession. So baptism saves you and confession saves you. Obviously, Jesus is working through all of it. It's all through Jesus' power and Jesus' death on the cross. Jesus' death on the cross is what is forgiving you. He just established when he was on earth. I was just sharing this in my video I just uploaded, the most Catholic Bible verses. So it was in John. I'm going to read you this crazy Bible verse, you guys. This is in John, in the Bible, in John 20, verse 23. Whoever's sins you forgive are forgiven, and whoever's sins you do not forgive are not forgiven. Jesus is talking to his apostles. Before you go to confession, you should immediately make a sincere act of love and contrition while we are waiting for confession. I mean, before I go in the car to go to confession, I do that. I'm really bad at confession. I always leave feeling embarrassed and end up leaving the worst parts out. Luckily, if you accidentally leave something out, it's still forgiven. What I do is I take my cell phone and I write everything on my phone in the notes section of my phone. I'm sure, I don't know how Androids work, but yeah, that really, really helps. Where did you get your sweater? I want one. I got it from Zaffle, but in 2018, so I don't think they make them anymore. How would you explain apostolic succession? So I made a whole video on apostolic succession called Why Catholics Confess Sins to Priests. So just YouTube search Lizzie Catholic Confession and that video will come up, and I explain apostolic succession. Also, in my last video I just uploaded towards the beginning, I also talk about apostolic succession. I'm a Catholic, but a lapsed Catholic. I haven't done confession for a long time. I plan to return. Give me some tips how to start confession to priest. So I recommend reflecting on your life and on things that could be mortal sins over the past however many years. Write it down on your phone or on a piece of paper. I personally like writing it on my phone because I can delete the note immediately. So I would go in and tell the priest, it has been this many years since my last confession. And oh my gosh, the priest is probably like so happy and joyful and excited that after so much time not being a practicing Catholic, like you're back and you're excited and you're praising God and you're growing close to him through confession. Like the priest is probably like so cloud nine excited that you're there. So that's the first thing to remember, that the priest is not judging you at all, but he's really, really happy. Like, I've talked to priests and their reaction to confession is so much joy that they get to experience people coming home. So yes, that's the most important thing. And I would also say, what about if a person doesn't agree with all Catholic theology, but let's say 90%? Okay. So think long, make a list. Remember, the priest is on your side. Siren. Remember that the priest is on your side, is so proud of what you're doing, is so supportive of you, not judging you at all. And Jesus is the same. Like, Jesus is so excited. Like, in the Bible, there's like the parable of the lost son. And Jesus says that there will be more rejoicing in heaven when one sinner comes back than if someone had just never left. So there's like angels rejoicing in heaven during your confession. Like, everyone's so excited that you're going to confession. You know what I mean? So I hope that is encouraging. So listening says, sorry, I meant pray an act of contrition immediately after doing something we need to confess, I meant. Thanks, and also just before confession. Oh my gosh, okay, yeah, the person before mistyped, because they were like, do an act before going to confession, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. I mean, I do that, but whatever. But yeah, right after, I always do the act of contrition, like in the church. Lizzie, is it cold there, or just wanted to wear a sweater and a hat? I just wanted to wear a sweater and a hat. Justine says, hi Lizzie, thanks for this channel. You always make me smile. I came into the church in 2017. My daughter came in this past Easter Vigil. Can you give her a shout out? Her name is Sadie. Hi Sadie, thanks so much for being here. I guess she's not here right now. Did I mess up the shout out? She came in. What is her name? Caddy or Katie? How do you think this girl's name is pronounced? Sadie? Sadie. Hi, Sadie. Welcome home. I'm so excited that you're part of the church too. Do you tithe in the Catholic Church? Yes, 10%. I mean, I don't know what everyone else does, but I believe 10%. I do really love the sweater, Lizzie. I was thinking that if it's cold, I get cold all the time. We were talking about my weight earlier and how I'm underweight right now. I get cold so easily. I mean, I always have, but like especially, so like I have fuzzy socks on too to keep warm, although I'm actually getting really hot right now. She gave a big smile and thumbs up. Thanks again. Oh, she's watching right now. Oh, okay. What is tithe? Tithe is when you take a percentage of your income and you donate it to God. Right? You donate it to God? I like the roses on your sweater. I know, isn't it so cute? I really, really love it a lot. I love this outfit. I watched you when you were Protestant and I just knew you would be Catholic. Do you have poor circulation? That would make you cold. I have low blood pressure, so yes, I have poor circulation. Oh my gosh, Trevor was joking about that yesterday. He's like, you have such bad circulation. And I was like, he's like, yeah, your dad gave you low blood pressure, so you have bad circulation. I was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. I also get cold easily. It's really cold in Queensland at the moment because it's raining. Michelle says she has normal blood pressure. What are some of your favorite vegan fats? I love avocados, never get tired of them. I love almond butter, chia seeds, and flax seeds. And cacao nibs. I think my sister is starting to have an eating disorder. Any recommendations? She has horrible anxiety too. So eating disorders are caused by stress. So she needs a better coping mechanism in her life. So I would talk to her about whatever she's going through, number one, because I think that eating disorders, okay, I'm going to get demonetized now. They don't have to do with necessarily weight and body image, but they have more to do with struggling through something and not knowing how to cope. So get to the root of the problem and ask her like how she's actually doing and what you think is causing it. Genevieve says, hi, I'm Catholic faith defender watching here from the Philippines. Printed said, have you ever had supernatural things happen to you or your family? Never. Emma says, hey. I mean, I did experience a demon possession before I made a video about it. Go look, Lizzie is Bipolar Disorder Demon Possession, I think is the name of the video. My eating disorder was a coping skill because I felt that was all I had control over. Yeah, exactly. It's like a control thing. So like I was just saying that like in 2018, I gave up it for Lent. I like gave up like judging my body so much and not eating and stuff for Lent. I just remember like every time I looked in the mirror, I prayed, and that really, really helped. I know like people should go to therapy and stuff too, but like for me personally, prayer really, really helped. Just like every time I looked in the mirror and I wanted to look at like a thigh gap or something, like look small, every single time I prayed and I forced myself to eat and everything. So why do I love to sleep so much? Me too. I've been sleeping for 12 hours every night, but then working really hard too. Did you ever see the movie The Prince of Egypt when you were a child, as I have? Yeah, we also watched it in my religion class in college, in the Old Testament religion class. Night night, Lizzie. Can you pray that God gives me direction? My family is pressuring me about getting a job and going back to school, and I have no leads. Amy, I have very high blood pressure. They're trying to get it under control. Are you the one who said you went vegan and it cured it? Or is that someone else? Have you ever struggled with panic attacks? Never. The only time that was sort of a panic attack, I take a medication called Seroquel. It's an antipsychotic. It's also called quetiapine. And it's a muscle relaxant. So if you're really manic, it like forces you to calm down and fall asleep. So because the medicine is so sedative, I don't take it if I have a morning flight because I won't be able to wake up for the flight. So instead, I take it once I get on the flight, because when I fly, it's like from the West Coast to the East Coast or the East Coast to the West Coast. So it's like a really long flight, so I can sleep on the flight. So I'll pull an all-nighter, sleep on the flight with my Seroquel. So the times I did this, I woke up and like it felt like I was having a panic attack. I was like freaking out, like sweating so much. My heart was beating so fast. I felt like I needed to like lay down because I was gonna pass out. Even though I was sitting in the airplane, I felt so cramped. I like touched the button to like call for help. Like it was so bad. And like the first time it happened, there was like a doctor on the plane, and like brought a doctor and a ice and some snacks and water to drink and stuff because I was dehydrated as well. So quick question, who blocked? No, I'm not vegan. Diet would be better. Okay, someone else was telling me that they had high blood pressure and then started eating more vegan and it automatically helped. I mean, that's what high blood pressure is caused by, diet. Liz, have you ever thought about eating meat for your mental health? Yes, I have. I've thought about it. When I give money to homeless people, my Protestant friends get mad at me. Why is that? People think that they're going to use it to buy drugs. I think that's why people don't use it. I love flying until turbulence starts to happen. Okay, here's the thing, guys. I love turbulence. I think it's so fun. It's like going on a roller coaster or something. Serious question, is bipolar disorder only about mania or depression, or is moodiness also a factor? I would say moodiness isn't a factor. I mean, some people personally might have moodiness as part of their personality. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that when you're in depression can manifest as anger. So if they're getting irritated by things, that could be like moodiness. I don't even know what moodiness means. We don't see your boyfriend. Why? Let me know if you want us to make a Valentine's Day video. Tell Trevor that you want him to be in the video right now, and I'll show it to him. Please explain this topic. I just tuned in. So we are 79 minutes and 9 seconds into this live stream. So I talked about the title of the live stream at the beginning of the live stream for the first like 30 minutes. So if you want to talk about something, we're talking about other things now. So if you want to watch the whole live stream, you can actually pull it back and watch from the beginning, or you can wait until this is live on my channel later tonight once I stop streaming. I'm not looking for Valentine's Day. You're not looking forward to Valentine's Day. Would you ever consider doing vlogs? Yes, I am starting vlogging because I prayed the rosary every day for a month. I'm doing that video, so I've been vlogging every single day and like really, really, really loving it. So I don't like doing daily vlogging because I feel like I don't do enough in a day to make a fun vlog, and I work all day, so I don't want to be constantly like vlogging. Also, I don't like filming outside because I don't want someone to know where I live, like which neighborhood I live in. So there's a lot of issues. Greetings from Brazil. Love your videos. I love you. I'm so happy that you're here. So those are my main issues with vlogging. Also, guys, thumbs up the video, click the like button. It really helps. Poor Saint Valentine, if only he could see what day of his death would become. Did you ever experience discrimination? School didn't mind me being Christian, but when they found out I was Catholic, my classmates said I'm corruptive and deserve to be BURNEDALIVE. That's crazy. What is your day job? YouTube. I can't vlog either. I live downtown with a major university. Do you only YouTube? I have a part-time job where I do campus ministry, but it's just 10 hours a week. I can never get a date, but I'm happy for everyone else. That's not true. You can ever download a Bumble and meet people on there. I'm kind of thirsty, you guys. I'm gonna go get something to drink, I think. Sorry. Trevor texted me. I have been watching your channel for a long time. I love the evolution of it. Dating apps are scary. Imagine a friend finding your profile kind of embarrassing. Why is it embarrassing? I talk to my friends when I've been on dating apps. Why is it embarrassing? You're embarrassing. Hi, Lizzie. Why do Catholics get discriminated against? It's just any minority group will get discriminated against, regardless if it's a race, a religion, a sexuality, a disability. If you're a minority in any society, that's just how it works with humans. It's like human nature. It's toxic human nature, but that's how it is. How do I talk to my Protestant girlfriend about Catholicism? So I actually have 2 videos where I talk about that. The first one is the last video I made. So yesterday, the video I made, I shared Bible verses. You could send her that video. I also have a video called How to Convert Your Boyfriend or Girlfriend into Catholicism that I made a year ago. So definitely YouTube search Lizzie, How to Convert Your Girlfriend into Catholicism, and my last video, which is up on my channel. It's called 20 Most Catholic Bible Verses, or how 20 Bible verses that convert Protestants into Catholicism. Naomi, oh, I feel like you're an older sister I never had, and that I get advice from through your videos. Your bipolar videos help me a lot, and your Catholic videos help me to start converting. Welcome home. Lizzie, can we talk later? I don't know. Hi, how was your day? Just got here? Hi, that's a good question. No one has asked me how my day was so far. So I woke up at noon because I was up until 2 a.m. last night. So I woke up at noon. I made an acai bowl. I've been making acai bowls, and I got more things today for my acai. I got granola and cacao nibs to put on top and more banana. So I've been making homemade acai. I know some people are going to be so bored of me talking about this. So I've been making homemade acai. I use acai from Trader Joe's. They have acai packets, like 4-in-1. So I use an acai packet frozen. I freeze a banana. But remember, you guys, when you freeze a banana, unpeel the banana and then put the banana in a Ziploc bag. So 1 frozen banana, 1 acai packet. I also mix together mango, and I mix all that together with some almond milk. That's the acai. And Almond butter, 2 tablespoons of almond butter as well. And then that's the acai, and then I cut a banana and put on top. And people are leaving the live stream. And I also got strawberries and blueberries to put on top, but I got frozen. Frozen fruits are so much cheaper. I mean, it depends on where you are. But I got at Whole Foods frozen fruit for like $1.99 each for a fruit packet, which is so cheap. Whole Foods really changed. They invented. They brought in this brand called 365, and everything is so cheap at Whole Foods. I'm like, what? What is this? What else? What is acai? It's like a Brazilian fruit. It's kind of like raspberries or pomegranate. I had frozen fruit, Greek yogurt, and granola for breakfast today. See, we are similar. You got out of making blended smoothies. I didn't make blended smoothies for a long time, but now I'm back into it. 365 is from Hammerford. It's a New England store. Oh, it's a store. Whole Foods makeup isn't cheap. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. That's what I should start saying in my videos now. How long have we been on here? 86 minutes. That's so long. This is why you have cases on your phone. I'm such a klutz. I hope my butt was just not showing, because nothing showed. Okay. We're going to lay down together. Was that sexual? I don't think so. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't say that word. Okay, cool. We're gonna lay down together. We can have a sleepover. You guys can cuddle in your own beds too. LOL. No, you're okay, Lizzie. I hope I find someone. I have so much love to give. How long have you and your boyfriend been dating? 3 years. Sister Lizzie, why mostly a Protestant? What? I have a desktop. Oh, okay. You're watching your computer. No case on my phone. It's how I live dangerously these days. No, get a case. Do you think being a homosexual is a spiritual battle? I think in our culture, yes. I am just a dead spirit. What does that mean? Sorry, I'm gonna see if other comments. I'm going to read back other comments that I missed. Patricia says, "Hi, Lizzie. I love you and your videos. I was a lukewarm cradle Catholic, and watching your videos inspired me to learn more about the faith. God bless you always." Aw. Hi, Lizzie. I saw a guy say he was going to church, and he was going to try to not shake anyone's hand during the sign of peace because he didn't like germs. Is it possible to avoid shaking hands? Yes, it is. People do it all the time. They're like I try to shake their hand. They're like, sign of peace. Sign of peace. Do you like Trent Horn? Yes. Say you accept Jesus every Mass because you do physically with the Eucharist? Because someone was like, do you accept Jesus in your heart? Like, yes, I do every Mass in the Eucharist. Okay. Hey, remember me, the Indian guy from your Instagram? I mean, there are multiple Indian guys from my Instagram. Are you the one who I remember in 2017, I sent you pages from a book to help understand the Trinity. Is that you? Sorry, you guys. 2017? my gosh, you still remember this? How are you doing? Greetings from Peru. Can you make a vlog about atheism? I'm making a video called Toxic Jacqueline Glenn. No, not Toxic Jacqueline Glenn. Jacqueline Glenn Cringe, because she has a series called Christian Cringe, so we're going to turn it on her. Do you participate in adoration? Something I've never done, but I've been reading about. Yeah, I've done it a couple times. They personally don't have it at my church. But when I visit my boyfriend, his old church had it. I'm doing better. I was having bad health diagnosis with gastritis. No healing from it. Oh, now healing from it. Okay. The toy rocks. Honestly, Protestants accusing Catholics of idolatry and worship of statues doesn't even bother me anymore. They never listen, you know what? That doesn't mean they never listen. My friends listen. Like, I just made an Instagram post about this. I guarantee all my best friends who read it are not going to bring it up anymore. I have Pesarius, and I always stop at the Interfaith Chapel and write a prayer when I get lab work. That's really sweet. Hello from Michigan, where we are all freezing to death and our skin is cracking. Just stay hydrated. I think that'll help. If you could add me to your prayer list, yes, I'm going to screenshot this and write it in. If you could add me to your prayer list, I'm on medical leave for my bipolar disorder and I've been struggling. Thanks again from Alaska. Aww. I was talking to an extreme Christian on Instagram. I sent him links, videos, everything. Refused to even look at the links. What? That's crazy. I have to drink so much water to stay hydrated, and it's really annoying. Why is it annoying to drink water? It feels nice to drink water. Like, I'm so thirsty right now, and it will feel so good to drink water. First live stream of the year that I've been in. Last time I was here, I wasn't working. Now I'm a tax pro at H&R Block, and I'm running for delegate for the NC Democratic Party to the DNC 2020 in Wyoming. Yay, Edwin, you're so successful. What are your Lent goals? So, I actually don't know what I'm going to do for Lent. I don't know what I'm going to add in for Lent, just because I've been praying the rosary every day, and that's pretty intense. So I don't know, like, what else. I think for Lent last year, I prayed the rosary, like, 3 times a week or something. Do you receive on the hand? It depends on the priest. If the priest is more, traditional, I try and receive on my tongue. If the priest is more chill, I try and receive on my hand. So it depends on the priest. I feel like you need to stop complaining. The world is beautiful now. Like, dude, there's a Bible verse, Philippians 2:14-15. Do everything without complaining or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God without fault, in a crooked and depraved generation, in which you shine like stars in the universe. So if you want to shine like stars in the universe, don't complain about drinking water. Like, some people don't have water to drink or have water that's not clean. So you should be really grateful that you have even water to drink that will not make you sick. Do you think it's annoying how people separate Catholic from Christian? Yeah, it's really annoying. But the reason I've made a lot of... I don't even want to go into this because I've made so many videos about it. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Is your bed comfy? It's so cozy. Oh my gosh. Why do Protestants always choose relationship, which is not in the Bible, over religion? Very clearly in the Bible. because people are emotional, like what I talked about at the beginning of this vlog. It's just inconvenient going to the bathroom all the time, but yeah, I should be grateful. Just bring your phone with you into the bathroom. I don't understand you. Do you have to walk really far to go to the bathroom? Like, I'm working in my own apartment, so it's like a small apartment, but... Please pray for me for my health issues. I have to have a mammogram and cancer runs in my family. You look sad. I'm not sad. Just came in now, so don't know what led up to this, but thanks for your videos over all the years. I hope you feel better soon, or that I'm wrong in my assessment. I'm not sad at all. Would you raise your future family in Nevada? It depends on where Trevor gets a job. Are you upset, Lizzie? Why do I look upset? I'm not upset, you guys. I think I'm just like exhausted from talking for 95 minutes, you know? What are your thoughts on Buttigieg's response to Kristen Day regarding pro-life Dems in Iowa? What a rude guy. He won't get my vote. I mean, I didn't like him to begin with. But, yeah, that's just brutal. Like, she didn't even say become pro-life. She just said change the language to attract more Democrats. If you could add me to your prayer list, I'm dealing with PFPS, and physical therapy did nothing. It makes it really hard to kneel during Mass and most times to even walk. Do you disagree with any doctrine of the Catholic Church? No. Buttigieg isn't my guy. Not mine either. His name is also really hard to pronounce. Let's get someone's name who's easy to pronounce. Perfecting voting Trump over Buttigieg. You are? I'm probably not voting for Trump. I mean, I'm not going to vote for Trump. What's your favorite dog? If you don't comment or like love this, they unsubscribe from you. What is your favorite dog? Kara and Tucker are my favorite dogs. Hi, Lizzie. What do you think of Hillary Clinton calling Tulsi Gabbard a Russian asset? We're talking about politics now, you guys. Ooh, controversial. That was so rude. What the heck? Why would you do that? Obviously, she's not. And I think what's so offensive about that is that Trump, no offense to you guys who don't believe me, but this is my personal opinion, that Russia actually messed with the election. I mean, this is fact. Russia actually messed with the election to help Trump get elected. So then accusing her of doing what Trump did is like really rude, especially when they're both supposed to be part of the Democratic Party. I meant, what kind is your favorite dog? I know, I'm so bad at dog breeds, so I just thought I'd say the name of the dogs. Hey, see, that's an example of a comment that we don't say things that are homophobic. So I deleted that. Trump is going to be in my city on Monday. I'm running away from the drama in my city. Amy, but you should actually try to eat plant-based and see if it helps. Do you have Netflix? There's this documentary called Forks Over Knives, and it talks about high blood pressure in it. Can I have some advice for conflict resolution with friends? Yes. Have you ever tried receiving communion kneeling? Yes, when there's altar rails. No, it didn't. Didn't see a shadow. Bye, Lizzie. I'm glad that I stumbled across this live stream, and I'm glad I did. Good night. Good night, JC. Have a good night. Sleep well. I hope you have good dreams. There's actually an anti-Trump protest in my city next week. I'm like, nope, staying away from downtown. I'll play video games all day. I know, right? I feel like I'm not the type of person to do rallies like that. I need to stop being hard on myself. Have any advice for Savior Bipolar and how to not let it define you? We love making fun of people for feeling they can't control. Lizzie, why are you so good? I'm not. I mean, Biden and Amy could be a good pair. He's not going to win. Do you have ideas to make Catholicism attractive to new age types? What? I voted for Trump, but I'm not a yes person. I'm also critical of actions. Avila's Mansions of the Soul? It's not called Mansions of the Soul. What country do you live in? I have read. It's called the 7-story castle? Yeah, it's called the 7-story castle. I've read it. No, the 7-story mountain. It's called the interior castle. The Mansions of the Soul, the interior castle. What color do you imagine heaven? Purple. I didn't vote for Trump, but I'll be voting for him this time. Why? Everything in my city is going to be crazy Monday. Trump here Monday and Tuesday is primary. Crying. Are you gonna vote? I would rather eat my own hand than vote for Trump. I like the decorations of your room. Thank you. I would rather... Oh, we already read that. The main reason I'm voting for him is because of his pro-life stance. Yeah, that's most people. It makes sense. It makes sense. I want Ivanka and her husband out of the White House. They're ruining improvement. I saw how the media lies about him, made me think for myself on the issues. They do lie about him sometimes, but not all the time. He exaggerates it for sure. I like the pink pillow. Yeah, we can bring the pink pillow into the shot. No, that doesn't look cute. Now, see, you can't try to force things because it doesn't look cute. Like, I try so hard when I set up my videos to make them not look forced. Interior castle is sometimes titled the mansion, depending on the translation. The mansion of the soul. I'm from New Hampshire. Do you love Candlemas? I don't know what that is. I won't lie, my life hasn't been any different. I've been hit on my bicycle 8 times. I had to tell the ambulance to go away during Bush, Obama, and Trump. I can't afford treatment in any administration. Wow. What kind of score did you get on your SATs? I think 1890. I feel that the reason I can't believe I have that memorized still. I feel that the reason Republicans are able to win is because of pro-life laws that take what? Oh, yeah, if you take that out, I think they'll you lose, yeah. It's the feast of Jesus' circumcision. Yeah. Come to Hawaii. I would love to if there's a speaking event there. Chloe says, thanks, Lizzie, for sharing your thoughts. God bless you. God bless you, too. Yeah. It's 4:52 a.m. where I am. Wow. Hi, Lizzie. Nice hat. Thank you. Are your eyelashes real? What do you guys think? Do you think my eyelashes are real? I always miss live videos. Lizzie, I remember following you in 2017 and being disappointed when you became Catholic. Now I'm an RCIA. Ah, so happy for you. Latisse, my best friend uses that, but I haven't gotten it yet. LOL, no. Real? Yes. It's 1:52 a.m. where I am. No. They look real, but I know they aren't. Yeah, they're totally fake, you guys. Can you see? See? They're fake. There's some eyeshadow falling on them too. That's why they totally look fake. I actually can't find my eyeliner. Usually I like draw on. Do they look real from that side, guys? I think they look pretty fake. I see glue. Lizzie shows in a vlog her buying fake lashes. Yeah, I feel like I talk about they look. What brand lipstick do you use? I like it. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. Do you curse? Yes. Just not in my videos. Okay, guys, I'm kind of getting tired. I better get going. I curse! Yeah! I'm not who you think I am. Cursing is allowed in Catholicism. I just never do on my YouTube. It's not like I'm hiding it. I just know that kids watch my videos. So have a good evening. Good night. I'm gonna go like soonish, so we shall see. Have a good night, Lizzie. Good night. Everyone's going! Where do you guys live? Good night, all. Bye. Everyone's leaving. Okay, Lizzie, great to hang out with you. Hope to catch the next live stream. My next live stream is going to be on Friday. I used the fake swear words like heck. Australia, it's early for me. Like the video for the YouTube algorithm, guys. Like the video. Let's get the video to the video to 130 likes. I have to catch up on your videos. Yeah, I've been uploading every other day. There was like a hate comment that was like from one of my Patreon supporters, and they're like, Lizzie is not working very hard on her YouTube channel. She should upload at least every other day. And I was like, are you serious? It takes me 40 hours to make a video. But lately, I have been uploading every other day. What? Guys, let's get the video thumbs up to 130 likes. Let's do it. It's 4 a.m. in England. Why are you awake? You need to go to sleep. Bosnia and Herzegovina loves you. Medjugorje loves you. I love you guys. Lizzie, pray for my family. My aunt's cancer is getting bad. Thanks for everything. You're the best. Love you. Love you too. I need to catch up on your videos because I'm behind and I've been busy. Are you leaving? Everyone thinks I'm leaving. I'm actually not. We're going to get the video to 130 likes and then I'm going to go. Wish me luck. I'm starting on my theology final. Yay, that's so exciting. What are you writing on? I barely watch YouTube anymore or TV. That's good. The thing is, people are going to give up YouTube and social media for Lent, and it's like, no, my payment is based upon you watching my videos. So, quit YouTube for Lent, but keep watching Lizzie's Answers videos. Also, watch you, Lizzie. Thank you. Even if you give it up for Lent. I will watch your videos during Lent, though. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. I need your support. Do you think Catholicism is growing in the US? I don't know. I'd have to look at stats. It's growing in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. I might give up social media, though. So you have to click the bell button next to the subscribe button to get notifications. Oh my gosh, guys, I just got an email from someone, and they said that in my top 20 Catholic Bible verses, there was an error. And guys, this is secret information. Don't share it with anyone. Don't comment it. But in the video, it actually went from number 15 to number 17. No one has caught it so far except this one person who emailed me. So I was editing and I was like adding in and I was like, what? Like, where's 16? And then I went to my video script and I forgot to say 16. I didn't say it. So I was like, no one will tell. Like, I've done videos before where it's been like number 1 to 13 and I've missed like 2 or something in the middle, like together, and no one notices. So I was like, it'll be fine. Like, no one will notice. Like, don't say anything. And no one noticed except for this one person who emailed. Do you guys want me to read the email? I'm giving up messaging Lizzie for Lent, but she doesn't answer anyways. For some reason, Instagram makes me really unhappy. Maybe because you feel like it's comparing? I don't know. Naomi, pray for me, please. I just screenshotted that I have the strength to go back to RCIA. Also, my anxiety has been bad lately, even in medication. I'd love prayer that I can find work too. Yay! I will pray for all of this in my rosary every single day, every single night. That's when I pray my rosary. Why is the screen dark? Because I wanted to read my email, but then I remembered that it stops recording when I read the email. I have to be on the YouTube screen. The video feed is black. It's back to normal now. It's actually delayed, guys, by like 4 seconds or something, so I'm reading all of this after it happens. Come back! Blackout! The feed is dead! You look sick in your thumbnail. Since when is cursing okay? I haven't seen you in so long, Maritza. Cursing out God is a sin, and using God's name in vain, but using other curse words isn't using God's name in vain. Per Byzantine and Old Latin practice, I'm giving up meat, dairy, and all animal products. Woo! That's more than 4 seconds, LOL. Maybe make a video on cursing. I don't want to say I cursed everyone. This is like at the end of like a 2-hour live stream, so I don't really care if you guys know because you're like top fans, obviously. So, I've been lied to. Remove. Sorry, we don't have cursing on my channel. I burned myself today, guys. Look. Do you see my little finger right there? It's really sad. Do you guys like my nails? They're pink right now. I changed them. Yay, top fan squad. I'm not going to make a video on cursing, though. We can't see you. Yes, you can, you guys. You can see me. Do you guys like my rule of thirds close up shot, or do you like the other shot? You can't see me? Do you think that wearing makeup can be a sin? No. Can you guys still not see me? Negative? It's still black? What? Okay, I'm gonna go then if it's literally still black after all of this. Guys, I was even teasing with you guys and I had a close-up shot. What do you like to hurt me? Why do you like to hurt me, Liz? I specifically did a close-up shot of just one of my eyelashes, and I thought it would be so funny to come back and get that, so I don't know why it's not working. So anyways, you guys, I'm gonna go and eat a second dinner. I'm just kidding. Do you listen to any evangelicals? I like Allison Rowe. Is it back, you guys? Is it back? It's so black. Good night. Good night, Lizzie. Good night, Ariam. Good night, Leslie. I don't know why it's black. Here, let's put it over here. Does that work? Nada. No. Anyways, guys, I'm putting it closer to the Wi-Fi modem. Does this work? It still is not. Good night. Good night, Flavian. It's still not working. Why? That's so annoying. Good night, Lizzie. Bye. I gotta pray now. I have to pray too. Okay, last question. Hey, this is from Yairi. My mother-in-law is bipolar, and I sometimes feel like she's trying to attack me. She always is looking for negative things to say about me, to bring me down and say evil things about me and the family. So the best way to deal with hate is to be extremely loving and gentle and patient and forgiving. That's the absolute best way to deal with hate and negativity, to just show absolute unconditional love, and eventually that will heal people of what they're hurting from. Not that you can heal bipolar, but like, I don't say evil things to people and I'm bipolar, so it's a personal problem. It sounds like a personal problem that the bipolar has made worse, but Yeri says he's pushing us away. We have 2 kids, so I want her to be happy. I don't know what to do because I don't want her to hurt her feelings. But she needs to stop attacking me and stop killing me alive with her words. Oh my gosh, pray for her. Like, pray for her to stop as well. And for yourself, maybe go to therapy about this. Because it's really hard being a caretaker to someone who's bipolar. I know you're not her caretaker, but it just sounds like a really awful situation. Anyways, I hope that helped to show unconditional love, and over time that will heal people. You need deliverance from... Anyways, so everyone who gave me a prayer request, I will write down your prayer requests in my journal and pray for you tonight. I have to go and finish editing my video. Please remember me in your video. I've had a headache all day. Okay, RJ, I'm going to screenshot this and include in my rosary tonight. Thank you so much. It does. I have to pray. Love you, Lizzie. Good night. Love you, Mariah. I hope you guys can see me now. I love all of you so much. Have a good night. I'll pray for all of you in my rosary. Bye.